all humans growing up start thinking about the imperfection of human existence. They start wrestling with this issue of the human condition from about 12 onwards, and they get deeper because somehow, for some reason, they don't understand. Adults don't seem to be wanting to talk about this huge elephant, this horrific issue of why aren't humans ideally behaved? Why are we the way we are? And so they just sort of wrestle with this issue, and the thinking goes deeper and deeper until around 13 or 14 years of age. The issue of the imperfection of the world around them starts to develop into the issue of why aren't they ideally behaved. They start to discover aspects of anger and egocentricity and indifferences and to others and so forth. So the human condition without it becomes the human condition within, and when they get to this point where they start to encounter the human condition within, and this deeper quest to try to make sense of human life reaches that level, that's when they become suicidally depressed, trying to face that down without an understanding of it. And so they have to at that moment resign themselves to never looking at that question. So humans from about 12 to 15, and in schooling, teachers and parents know the kids are unreachable. They're in their room, they're playing loud music. They snap when you talk to them. They're unreachable, and we kind of blame it. We say it's puberty blues, but it's not. It's not. It's the clues in the word blues. Blues means depression. It's not due to puberty, to the hormones. I mean, at 13 or 14, kids are going into sexual maturity, and but that's the most healthy time in their life. So for them to sort of be seriously depressed to the point that they get glandular fever, typically people during resignation get glandular fever, and so there's a much more serious, it's a psychological battle they're engaged with, even though adults, because they can't deal with the issue of the human condition, have just come up with this excuse that, that's just going through puberty. The hormones are swinging around. But we've been living with puberty since we were microbes, since sexual reproduction. And so we've hugely adapted to that. But what we haven't become adapted to is the horror of the imperfections of human life and try to understand it. We're a thinking, understanding being, so we want to try to make sense of that. So children actually do start thinking and looking at the human condition, and it gets deeper and deeper. And so, but adults, as I said, they're already resigned. They don't want to go near that subject. I mean, only 2 days after people are resigned, you can hardly get them to remember to go back near that corner. It's such a fearfully depressing issue, this issue of the human condition, if you try to stay and face it down.